Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Chodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach and do rule well, that teach the 100% truth. Shalom to the Akim, the hopeful elect, that put to the truth with all truth and sincerity. This is your brother Zarkar. Abon is coming back with another video. All right, and this is this is going straight into the point, man. Straight into the point. Why is Jake still celebrating these heathen holidays, man? As scripture says, follow not the ways of the heathen. Okay, but when you tell Jake about the Passover and you tell Jake about the new moons and in the Sabbath, then they frown upon that. Okay, we have our high holy days. Okay, that's lawful. All right, but they want to follow the ways of the heathen, the other nations. Okay, because Jake had become like what? Brute beast, man. Anyways, I'm not going to read the whole article, but the title alone speaks for itself. And it reads, when Native Americans were slaughtered in the name of civilization, their skin was dark, their languages were foreign, and their world views and spiritual beliefs were beyond most white men's comprehension. Because they are not, because why? Because the Edomites that came over here and colonized and made everything according to their beliefs, and they are carnal men, man. All right, Esau even has to categorize everything, man. Of course, they're not going to understand of course, they're not going to understand Israelite, man, because we are spiritual peoples. Okay, I'm reading again. When Native Americans were slaughtered in the name of civilization. Okay, so people forget that, man. All they care about is having a good time and still falling for that same old okie doke and the same old BS of Thanksgiving and Christmas. All this madness, man. It's nothing. Okay, it's absolutely foolishness. We're in a time of sighing and crying and prophesying the downfall of Babylon, man, aka America. This is not a time of playing around, man. We in serious times. You know what? I'm gonna grab a book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2 is the point, but I'll start at verse 1 for a build-up. It says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and a day of death than a day of one's birth, man. So it's better to do the work now, and receive a good name, man. A good name is better than precious ointment, man. All right, let's grab verse 2. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. Better than precious ointment in the day of death than the day of one's birth. Verse 2. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning. All right. Now we in the house of mourning. We see the brothers hit the highways and the byways. We doing what? We sighing, we crying, man. All right. We hate to see our people, just to see, the condition of this world, man. We know 2/3 have to go, but it's not funny to see Jake in a bad state like that. Okay, there's nothing there's nothing to celebrate. Now that doesn't mean that we don't laugh and tell a joke or two or whatever, but everything has to be a balance. But for the most part, we are sighing and crying, man. This is utterly a shame, man. As the scripture says, it's a shame to even speak of the things that they say. I'm gonna grab that as well. But I'm finna, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. All right. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. All right. What you celebrating what, man? Esau even coming over here and slaughtering. Esau Edom coming here and stealing. All right, stealing land that does not belong to him, claiming it as his, making slaves out of our peoples. What are we celebrating, man? All right, but Jake is so simple, he don't want to hear it, man. Okay, our people are some of the biggest hypocrites out here. All right, this is the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 12 is a point. But I'm going to start at verse 1. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 1. Be ye therefore followers of Yahweh as dear children. As Yahweh Shai, as dear children. The Most High, Yahweh Shai, gave us laws and statutes and commandments to follow, man. Not some heathen day, man. Not a day of what these heathens claim as holy, man. All right. It's got a book of Judges. Not what they claim as this is what you should be following. Because the ways of Esau and Edom is going to come to naught. All right. The fashion of this world passeth away. Okay. Let's grab a book of Judges 5. Judges 5. See if I can find it. All right, this is the book of book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. That they are delivered from the noise of archers, and places of drawing water. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Yahweh. This is what we're doing now. All right, the remnant, the hopeful elect that coming back to their right state of mind, man. That even in the land of captivity, that we should give Yahweh Yahushua praise, man. We rehearsing the righteous acts of the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Yahweh go down to the gates. All right, rehearse the righteous acts, man. He gave us high holy days. He gave us law, statute, commandments to follow, man. All right, do not follow the ways of the heathen. Okay, like I said, Jake is just doing his own damn thing, still following Thanksgiving and Christmas and put up a tree in the house and all this bullshit. When Scripture says in the book of Jeremiah chapter 10, about the tree, man. Don't cut down a tree. And grab that as well. Book of Jeremiah chapter 10. Real quick all right, this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right, we don't not supposed to be following what they do, man. They're heathen, they're wicked. Okay. For the customs of the for the customs of the people are vain. For one cut a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. All right, goes into what? Modern day now is Christmas, man. Grab a book of Ezra chapter 20. This is the book of Ezra chapter 20 verse 1. O Mosiah spake all these words, saying, I am the Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. All right, so Egypt just represents what? Bondage, man. We are in Egypt right now, modern day Egypt, spiritual Egypt, which is America. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And Jake has other gods before him, man. Jake still prays a blonde-headed, blue-eyed, so-called white, God, man. They still cannot get out of that mindset, what they call Jesus, man. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And Jake is bowing down unto them, man, giving them praises, still saying Jesus, still doing all these abominations of work, man. Still following the ways of the heathen, still following their holidays, man. All right, so this is back to the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 1 again. Be ye therefore followers of Mosiah's dear children, and walk in love as Hamashiach also have loved us, and had given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Mosiah for a sweet smelling savor. Now, that's for all Israel, but starting with the elect. All right, the Mosiah has given himself for who? Israel in general, but starting with the elect. Verse 3. But fornication and uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you, as becoming its saints, nor filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving stinks. All right, we're supposed to put aside this, man. We're supposed to be separate from the heathen, man. Okay, we supposed to now. You know, there's no excuse for Jake not to know that he's an Israelite. Okay, brothers is posting videos consistently, hitting the highways and the byways consistently. There's no excuse. All right, we're doing our job, warning, getting the blood off our hands. Verse 5, for this ye know that no whoremonger nor unclean whoremonger, which goes into basically a pimp, person that sell horse, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater, have any inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of Yahweh. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these cometh the wrath of Mosiah upon the children of disobedience. And our peoples are very disobedient, man. They're going to die the same death as Esau, Edom. All right? Be not ye therefore partakers with them. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 7. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. Separate yourself. Even separate yourself from these wicked ass jakes, man. They're gone, man. All right? For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye in the Most High. Walk as children of light. We was all following the ways of the heathens at one point. Some of us was in Christianity, and some of us was Muslims, or we celebrate whatever wickedness was out there. We was a part of the different holidays. But when the truth was brought to us, man, and the light was shown to us, then we put the side to that, man. We separated ourselves from that. We start rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High. Getting built up in the faith of Yahweh Shai. All right? Let's read it again. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 7. Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness. We didn't know. But now are ye light. But now are ye light in the Yahweh Shai. All right? We know the word, man. We know what's going on. We know the deception of this world, man. All right, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. All right. Verse 10, proving what is acceptable unto the Yahweh Shai. Proving what's acceptable unto him, man. Once again, rehearsing, praising Yahweh Shai, man. Giving praise to Yahweh Shai. All right. For the great sacrifice that he did for the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. We're supposed to be exposing them, man. Not taking part with these holidays. Once again, not having anything to do with it, but rather exposing it, exposing the wickedness, exposing exposing what Esau Edom is all about, man. Exposing his deception, exposing his wickedness. All right, not laughing with this devil, but exposing the devil, man. Okay. You can laugh at the devil, picking on him like, your kingdom is falling down, man. But not enjoying but not trying to get fat with his kingdom, man. Not trying to feast in his kingdom. Not trying to make it and prosper in this kingdom, man. Our main thing should be what? Being built up in the faith, being built up in this truth, man. Growing, continue to learn. You never stop learning. Let's read it again. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Verse 12 is a point. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. All right? It's a shame, man. Even to speak of what Jake be taking part of, man. Or what Jake would do just to prosper in this wicked-ass kingdom. All right? The boule and, all these things that Jake be doing behind the scene. Just to make it in his kingdom, man. It's a shame. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. Verse 13. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. All right, it's light, man. Anytime you reprove something, it's light. All right, it's understanding, it's wisdom given to us by Yahweh Shai, man. All right, not because we're some geniuses, but because the Most High has calling us, man. Now, are we chosen? We don't know yet. Okay, but Most High gave us, a little bit of mercy to reprove what's going on, man. Now we got to endure to the very end. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Yeah, so I'm going to stop there, and once again, we in a time of, separating ourselves, man. All right. I'm going to grab Ezekiel 9 real quick. Ezekiel chapter 9. This is what, we supposed to be doing, man. And it reads, and the Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. All right, Jerusalem is a people before it is a place. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men, the exemption from death, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right. They hit the highways and the byways, man, that proclaim his name, that's telling Jake who they are. Okay. So anyways, I'm in it there. Give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Chodash. Dub honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach and do rule well. Shalom to the Akim, the hopeful elect that puts the truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom, Brakatham, Abad, Babal.